one of the Melbourne's most diverse suburbs, multicultural community and rich history. Footscray is well known for its diverse population with a large mix of African and Vietnamese, and others. Now let's head to the heart of the western suburbs, West Footscray train station. The station was redeveloped in 2014 as a part of the Regional Rail Link project, reducing congestion on Melbourne's busy train network. Footscray and the West Footscray together form the essential part of the Melbourne's west and region that is rapidly growing and developing. With the new residential projects, improved infrastructure, and community space, this area represents the future of Melbourne's urban expansion.
Railway noise, especially near Melbourne's West Footscray station, impacts the surrounding community. Train noise ranges from 75 to 90 decibels, with freight trains reaching up to 100 decibels. Prolonged exposure to noise above 70 decibels can cause stress, sleep disruption, and cardiovascular issues. Noise over 85 decibels can lead to hearing damage. This map displays projected noise levels near West Footscray for the Melbourne Metro Rail Project 2026. Dark red areas show higher noise levels, up to 85 to 90 decibels near the tracks. This diagram shows how sound barriers work to reduce noise. Sound starts at the source and travels as incident sound. When it hits a sound barrier, three things can happen. First, sound can reflect back in the opposite direction. Second, the barrier can absorb part of the sound, reducing its intensity. Lastly, sound can bend around the barrier, known as refracted sound. Together, these effects significantly reduce the noise reaching the receiver, improving the environment for those living nearby.
To test the effectiveness of different sound barrier shapes, we created a sound particle simulation using 3ds Max, TIFLET and TISplines, with the green sound particles hitting the house and the olive colour sound particles with the blue lines getting slowed down by the sound barrier. The light blue box moving represents the train, with the noise particles without any sound barrier hitting the house significantly more, therefore the need for a sound barrier. To start the sound barrier shape testing, we started off with a basic straight wall, with all sound barrier shape tests set to a height of 2.5 metres based from research I found written by the Melbourne Metro Rail Authority. Option 1 is a mixed straight and curved shape, with all sound barrier options having 18 particles hitting the house, with option 1 having 5 olive coloured particles. Option 2 is a long wavy curved profile with 5 olive coloured particles hitting the house. Option 3 is a group of small curves with 5 coloured particles hitting the house. Option 4 is a more wavy curve profile with 5 olive coloured particles hitting the house. Option 5 is a zigzag profile with 4 olive coloured particles hitting the house. Option 6 is a vertically curved profile with 4 coloured particles hitting the house. The chosen sound barrier is a mix between option 4's wavy curved profile in plan view and option 6's vertically curved profile. What we found with the testing is that the shape of the sound barrier didn't have significant variations on the noise particles hitting the house, so the shape of the sound barrier was chosen on what aesthetically looked the best, but also taking into account the results from the testing.
Moving to the recommendation on the use of trees in residential areas to reduce noise pollution, research conducted in India highlights how trees and greenery can significantly absorb and diffuse noise from traffic and other urban sources, helping to create a quieter environment for residents. Trees act as a natural sound barriers, reducing noise intensity and improving the overall acoustic quality of an area. Supporting case studies from Vancouver Village in Canada and the Living Roof at the California Academy of Sciences in the USA further reinforce this. In Vancouver, green spaces not only help absorb sound, but also create a soothing atmosphere, masking urban noise and making the environment more pleasant. In California, the dense vegetation effectively absorbs city noise, while encouraging wildlife, such as birds, whose sounds when present contribute to a more peaceful soundscape.